Morning is day 3 of the Race Car Championship. We had a pretty decent day yesterday, so we squeaked in. So did my co-angler John. He's ready to catch him. I'm ready to catch him. Might change it up a little bit this morning or this afternoon. Still trying to figure out when, but I think I know what I'm doing today. So we're gonna get us 5 today and sneak into that top 25 and fish on Saturday. Let's get them.
Good luck, man.
Bar was it? You said you're out yesterday?
Musky Town Brewery. Good job, man.
I fished that dock the last 2 days. I'll tell you one thing, they're in this freaking pocket. I don't know why.
Hey man, North Carolina guy taught me a trick yesterday.
Yeah.
Trolling motor, since you're hit bottom like that.
Yeah.
He got a water bottle, filled it up, stuck it down, and he laid it on his track right there. So when he put it underneath, and it lifted it up, you know, then he was able to navigate that little shallow shit.
Yeah, I've been thinking
that was a pretty good idea.
Yeah. That's one thing you're always gonna have.
Yeah, because he grabbed a water ball, leaned down, and filled it up with water from the lake. And I was sitting there watching like, you getting ready to drink that?
If you go slow enough speed, you can really just hold it like that. If you go slow enough speed, it'll stay up and it won't blow out. Like this?
Yeah.
If you go slow, it'll just hold there. If you put it on like 60,
it'll blow out of the water. It'll come up. Yeah. On that there, do you prefer net in the water and you guide it in?
I mean, if you want it halfway, and then I'll kind of guide it to it, and you can kind of scoop
it up. Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the one I was trying to catch yesterday. Oh, there it is right there. See it? Big, that's big. Good night. It's about to swim in the bed. Oh my God. Dude, oh my God, I'm gonna catch this thing really quick.
Posture, huh?
Shit, she like went for it. Here's the damn rods. Like usually these things take at least 30, like that one that I had here, yes, this might be the same one. It took me 30 minutes, or I worked it for like 35 minutes and then it was like literally time to go. I was so mad. If that's the same fish and I would have had it yesterday, then I would have had shit. 17 pounds, that'd be right up there. Whatever, I'll catch her today. I got no problem. I need 17 today to make tomorrow. And that fish right there will help me big time. It's good to know they're moving up though.
Finally.
That's a 5, look at her. She'll do that for a little while. I may be from Florida, but I really don't get to bedfish that much. Not as much as you guys would, as most people would think. It sucks, but it's one of my favorite things to do. I think is that the
It's
male?
fun. I like the interaction. It's fun.
Yeah, that is the male. Okay. That's honestly the first bed I've seen with both of them on there. So now I got to figure out if she'll bite without me catching the male. Is that if you catch the male?
Yeah, I
that's,
see it down there.
Yeah. You catch the male, it gets weird because they'll either walk right in or they'll haul ass. I'll probably cry if that one swims away. I can just tell by how she's sitting and everything. Like she knows the boat's here and she's just sticking around. Trick is you gotta let her swim back on the bed. I gotta pitch it in there and I gotta hit her.
Yeah.
She's gonna swim away, come back, but every time she comes back, it's a little bit sooner. It's a little bit sooner, a little bit sooner. I don't even know if that male's a keeper. I'm gonna catch it after I catch this one. I want her to suck it off the bottom. That way I know 100%.
Oh shit, that's a good one, dude. Oh yes!
Dude, that's a damn 6-pounder.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We got her, boys! In the mouth.
Ooh, she bigger than you thought she was?
Yes.
Yeah, they keep growing. They do that. They seem to grow out here. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can barely see her. See how big it is, but it's at least a 2-pounder. It's doing like quick circles too. Yeah, son. Please, please, please. Just followed it. It's not that one on the bed.
Doesn't look like a tooth.
Huh?
Doesn't look like a tooth.
Can't believe it. How'd you leave that on there for him? Oh.
Put it in there. Got it?
Yep.
Need net?
Sure.
I think it is. Yeah, I think that's deeper for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. 15.
Good job.
I wasn't just gonna leave it there. Okay, so now I got almost 10.
Those stumps out through here. Pretty nice.
Oh, damn it! Oh. Just had a 4-pounder followed up. Son of a gun!
Oh, shit. Really? Followed your chatterbait up?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens when you don't get to practice.
Yeah, that's fucking grass and shit.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Well, you just have another one? Or do you see a big old bed?
In here, I just saw 2 4s.
Are they cruising?
Just like. Something will get them, it'll be this fucking thing. Damn it! I found this. Oh, son, I'm gonna be sick. Once I catch one, then I'll be alright. Look, there goes one right there, 2-pounder. That's freaking insane. Look at that one. Oh my god! Oh! I want to see if she's coming back. Might be on the bed. It's sitting right on that fucking stump. Right where she's supposed to be. Right there, right there. She is on the bed. I gotta still my fish. She's swimming. God, she went right on the boat. Awesome. Go. She swam right on the fucking boat, didn't she? Landed on them, literally. We just seen 20 pounds like in the last 4 minutes. Hope you just swim the mosies up on that stump again. Snatch her out. I'm gonna go for a Hail Mary real quick.
buddy caught a spot on a frog. That was one of the fish that was caught up in the way up north, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Spot with a frog.
Here it is, 8-pounder. Never works out, does it? Well, guys, the Race Scott Championship did not go as planned. You know, it was kind of tough because I had that one day of practice that I spent, and I spent it fishing up the river, which I'd never fished before, but I figured if I was going to fish the lake at a different time, I'd rather find something that I'd never fished before, just because I would fish it with a fresher, more open mind. And that really didn't pan out. I just ended up not finding pretty much anything up there. It was a really tough day of practice. And just seeing like everybody in the field was fishing close to the ramp that last day, and it didn't pan out well for me. So the first day I went out, I caught those 2 fish. I found out they were bedding real late in the tournament, or real late in the first day. Second day, I went to an area of the lake that I knew really well, went back to a bed fish, ended up catching it, caught a morning fish that helped put some weight in the box first thing, and then I just kind of started looking for bed fish throughout the day. But I still was trying to keep an open mind. That's also what hurt me the most, because that open mind, I was looking over here, looking over there, but I wasn't dedicated to the bed fishing. And if I would have done that, I probably would have filled out my limit that day and had more than 12 pounds with 4 fish. The last day, I dedicated pretty much to bed fishing. But what happened was, and this is the day where the video you're watching, what happened was, the clouds came out, and it was so hard to find fish. Both 2 of the fish I caught that day were bed fish, as you saw in the video, and both I found that day with those conditions. So it was pretty tough, and I had another fish on bed that I actually hooked, and it came off, and it never came back onto the bed. It was one of the weirdest things. I threw in there with a wacky worm after I'd just seen it. I just threw the wacky worm in there, just hoping for a bite, and just to have something sitting on the bed so the fish would get used to it. And she bit it first cast. Like, I picked up, I seen her mouth flare, and I seen a line tick. I kind of knew I was going to have a bad shot at catching it, and I was right. I set up on it, and I had it for a second, and it just come off. But that's part of it. It is what it is. But listen, I'm here editing this video right now. These are my fish catches from the tournament. Like, I'm literally about to post this like right now. Like, it's 9:20 p.m. It's pouring outside. I caught 9 fish between 3 days. That's pretty bad. But I still finished 40th out of like almost 200 boats. It was a decent amount of boats. So that gives you an idea of how tough it was. in Lake Chickamauga in April, you think over a 4-day tournament, it's going to take, there's going to be like a couple bags over 80 pounds. Like a couple of, you know, average 20-pound bags. But it was just such a weird deal that you couldn't get on just a fishing bite. You couldn't just put the troll motor down, pick up a square bill or a chatterbait or anything, and just go down the bank and catch fish, flip a lay down, pick one up. It wasn't like that. Like you either, like I watched a smallmouth crush guy's video and he was like straight up finesse fishing them, like finesse. It seemed like if you weren't finesse fishing them or bed fishing, you really weren't catching much. The kid I drew the second day, his dad was fishing a jig on points, like one of the most textbook things there are. But I fished like 15, 20 points in that tournament with a jig, with a shaky head, crankbait, whatever. And I don't think I ever had a bite. I mean, he had a bite, one fish behind me that day and doing that, but that was it. It was just a weird deal. I think you had to be in the right part of the lake to do what you really wanted to do. I mean, the guy who ended up winning caught all his fish on a chatterbait in less than 3 feet of water, which blows my mind because that's my favorite thing to do. But as you saw in this video, as I'm I literally, well, I kind of forgot that the sun had come out, and I could have ran back in that pocket and probably set up on a bedfish, just found a bedfish. But I was kind of at the point where like I need to do something hero or zero, and you know, make or break. It was just one of them deals, one of those split-second decisions that I made that I'm just like, I'm not going to go back to the same creek that I fished the last 3 days. I'm going to go do something different. And it could have worked out. I roll up in this pocket, and there are literally 3 to 5 pounders all over the place, like everywhere. I mean, it was, if they were locked on, it would have been insane. But they were just in that weird pre-spawn, like, funk mood. The water was really clean. It was really shallow. It was really sunny out. I don't know. It would have taken a lot to get a bite out of those fish, or I would have had to know about them and ran in there first thing in the morning and set up on them and throw them like top water on a really long cast or a wacky worm or something. But next time I go back to Chickamauga, I know the first pocket that I'm checking. But it was a fun tournament. A lot of the guys from my division were just like, I never want to come back here. This place is horrible. And it's, yeah, it was tough, but we just caught it at a really weird time. And just, I've been to Chickamauga twice, and it's been fairly tough both times that I've gone, just because of the weird funk that it's been in. And honestly, I would go back there tomorrow if I could. That's one of my favorite lakes in the country. I mean, I haven't fished that many lakes. I've fished Chickamauga, Santee, Lake Lanier a bunch, or a decent amount. I don't want to say a bunch. I've been to Seminole probably more than any other lake, you know, out of state, and still technically in Florida. But Chickamauga is probably like my overall favorite. There's so much you can do there, and hey, next time there's a big tournament going back there, I will not feel, you know, I'll be gung-ho, I'll be ready to go. But gonna try and get back on the video things. I'll be honest, this video right here is stumped me, because one is making this video, the closeout, the whole talking thing, it's not really my thing. Like, when I get into it, I can get into it, but this, I kind of just want to get this video out of the way. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I just want to get this video out of the way so I can start posting some cool stuff, because the water's falling. A lot of the Okeechobee fishing that I've been doing the last few months, all the stuff I'm about to post, all that water is non-viable. Like, it's dried up and like it's not good anymore. Oh, got my buddy calling me. Real fishing. Yeah, we'll see about that. Like, he's gonna kick my ass. I'm gonna pick up, dude. I'm gonna pick up. I promise you. I promise you I'm picking up. We got a couple other notifications there. Oh, they didn't have to see that. But anyways, I'm gonna close the video out right there, because this video is getting way too far. Alright guys, goodbye.